My name is Andrew Hightower. This is the Week 8 Self-Audit, EDU 503 Sports Law. The institution that I did for this self-audit was Central Christian College. Central Christian College is a private 4-year NAI institution. It's located in McPherson, Kansas, just north of Wichita. The men's sports that are offered here is baseball, basketball, cross country, golf, tennis, track and field, soccer, wrestling, and the newly added lacrosse this year, as well as wrestling. This is their first year of participating, and they just add lacrosse for next year. The women's sports that are offered here are softball, basketball, cross country, golf, tennis, cheerleading, track and field, soccer, and volleyball. The Title IX compliance structure, it's effective accommodation of athletics, interests, and abilities, participation opportunities. There's a 3-prong test for this part of Title IX. The first part of the 3-prong test is substantial proportionality. This is the ratios of male and athletic participation and the female athletic participation. They must be substantially proportional to the ratios of the male enrollment and the female enrollment at the institution. The second part of the 3-prong test is history and continuing practice. This is the school that they must show that they are in continuous practice even in the previous years of the expansion of the women's sports opportunities at this institution. Step number 3 of the 3-prong test is full and effective accommodating. This is the school must show that the athletics interests and athletics abilities of the school's female enrollment, they have been completely and effectively accommodated. One of the 3 prongs that I picked to do over Central Christian College for the self-audit was prong number 1, which is substantial proportionality. Once again, this is the ratios of the male athletic participation and the female athletic participation, which they must be substantially proportional to the ratio of the male enrollment and the female enrollment at the institution. The Central Christian College, once again, the total traditional full-time enrollment that is on campus, living as a real full-time as you would think on campus, is 315. The men from those is at 174, which is about 55% of the 315 enrollment for full-time students. The women is at 141 of the 315, which is about 45% of the full-time enrollment students on campus. The first step in the substantial proportionality prong is to compute the female enrollment percentage. You can get this based on the number of females enrolled at the school, which is 141, and you divide that by the number of total students enrolled at the school, which is 315, and this comes out to be 44% of the female enrollment percentage here. The second part of the substantial proportionality prong test is the compute of the unduplicated female participation rate. You get this by taking the number of females participating in one or more sports, which is 81. You divide that by number of total students participating in one or more sports, which is 207. So you'll take 81 divided by 207, and you'll get 39% for the unduplicated female participation rates. Step 3 of the substantial proportionality prong test is to compute duplicated female participation rate. You can get this by taking the number of total participants by females in all sports, which is 103 students or females. You divide it by number of total participants of both males and females in all sports, which is 240. So take the 103 divided by 240, and you'll get 43% of the duplicated female participation rates. Step 4 of the substantial proportionality is to find the unduplicated participation variance. You can get this by taking the first step, and you take that and subtract number 2 from the number 2 step. You'll get this as 44%, which is number 1, and you'll take 39%, which is number 2. So you'll take 39% away from the 44%, and you'll end up with 5% for the unduplicated participation variance. The fifth step of the substantial proportionality is the duplicated participation variance. You'll get this by taking number 1 step, and then number 3 step, you'll take that away from the number 1 step. So 1 minus the 3 step is, and you'll get 44% is number 1, and you'll take 43% from the 44%, and you'll get 1% out of this. The final results of this substantial proportionality is unduplicated participation variance is at 5%, and the duplicated participation variance is at 1%. So what does the meaning of the final results have to do with anything? If the participation variances exceed 5%, most courts would rule that your program is not in compliance with the Title IX statute. So with prong 1 here, substantial proportionality, Central Christian College is in compliance with the Title IX. So even though they're compliant with this prong number 1, if they weren't compliant with it, then they would only have to have in compliance with one of the other 2 remaining prongs of the 3-prong test. So why should we self-audit? We should self-audit so if the program is not in compliance with any of the 3 prongs, then they could have any lawsuits on the way. So it kind of help keep in check if anything that could possibly happen. By self-auditing every year or so, it will help you keep up to date and let you see if any problems will arise in the future athletics program where it states, and it kind of help prevent anything that's going to happen later on in life. So this is my self-audit over Central Christian College in Kansas. Thank you.